Yeah, I was a bit of a pillock yesterday. Instead of making it easier, putting shit like this in place and making it harder.
It's like a live sex show we've just watched there, isn't it?
Depends how much fuss the lads kick off about not being paid. I'm constantly telling them put the tops on, but you know what I mean? They're not nursery school kids. I can't physically put them on for them. It's Monday morning, guys. The sun is out. I got my sunnies on. Welcome back to the Builder's Diary. So I'm up and out this morning, over to the Wilmslow job. I had a text message from our plasterer over the weekend just to say that all the skimming is now finished, so it's now ready for second fix. So just going to go nip up there now, have a look what's what, have a quick measure up for second fix material, and then yeah, get back, probably nip over to Tyler over at Blurton Road, and then probably nip over to Baskerville Road to see what Bip's getting up to there with the kitchen. So we are now desperate for more men. So we've got too much work, not enough guys. So this is down to the fact that we've obviously had a couple lads leave, gone to more money or whatever, I don't know, but don't get involved in that side, just let them crack on. Not going to force anyone to be here that doesn't want to be here. So and then unfortunately Dylan no longer works for us neither. So yeah, we are after, ideally I want kind of joiners, multi-skilled joiners. The idea that we want multi-skilled people is because sometimes we don't just have enough of one trade to keep someone on that trade, like, you know, 5 days a week. So occasionally we might ask a joiner just to jump in with the ground workers or jump on a roof and start tiling a roof. So that's how I've managed to give my lads consistent work. Ben in particular, he's been working for me for 16 years. Never asked him to have a day off due to the fact that I can't find him any work. So that's what I like to offer here, is consistency. So, but in order to do that, I have to ask guys to drop on other trades sometimes. So yeah, if you're interested, you're local to Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, South Cheshire, get in touch and we'll have a chat. Right, let's get over to Wilmslow now so we can get back and crack on with the day. Now we're at Wilmslow, just having a quick look round, having a very quick measure up for the doors and the skirting boards and the architraves, all the second fix equipment basically. So want to get all of that ordered and up here. We do need a good clean out. Obviously plaster is finished, but he ain't scraped the floor or nothing like that. Just had a quick chat with him and it's yeah, it's just the price that he's put in doesn't allow him to clean up and scrape floors, which is not good, to be honest. And I mean, it's a difficult one because, like I say, me plaster is also my best mate, so sometimes find myself kind of almost treading on eggshells and not being able to say what I would normally say to a subcontractor. You know, I'd normally be like, get it cleaned up, you know what I mean? You don't expect other people to clean your mess up. So, but it's a difficult situation. So I do sometimes think, now I'm starting to grow, that it's not a good idea to mix business with pleasure. So, don't know, whether I start looking for other plasterers or not, I'm not sure, but his finish is amazing, you know what I mean? He's a good plasterer, but he would normally clean up, you know what I mean? I'm quite surprised he hasn't. Right, let's go have a look anyway. Everything else seems a bit, you know what I mean, seems hunky-dory. We've got kind of, you know, one thing he has done, he's put all these mess all in a neat pile there. Obviously Skip's gone now, because it's costing us a fortune getting skips up here. So that can be put straight on the pickup and got rid of. But the inside wants a good tidy up as well. So let's go have a quick look, eh? Just nipped over to Blurton Road, just to have a see what Tyler and Tommy are getting up to. Ben's off today. Gone out with his dad for Father's Day, so let's go have a quick look what's going on. Them pair are literally just jumping in the van just now to pick something up, so let them get on with it. So let's have a quick look. So the main thing that needs sorting out today is we've got the toilet that's actually been moved. So if you just look quickly, oh, the sun's nice, isn't it? So over there you can see we've got a new soil stack coming up. We've got an actual manhole there, just been covered up by that slab so no shit goes down in there. Tommy's recording me while I'm recording now. So basically we've got a new toilet which is going there, so we need a core hole drilling through there, and we can connect the soil pipe up, and all this drainage for the rainwater can move over to the end there into the gully. Back in the van now, so Tommy and Tyler seem to know what they're doing there, just getting that core hole drilled through. There's a few other bits that the building inspector wants doing that we're just trying to tie up as well. I've had a good long conversation this morning with the project manager of the building inspection company. Due to the fact that, you know, some of that stuff that was requested, that, you know, when he came back and said that it wasn't requested after, when we've got multiple witnesses on site that asked the question and said, why do you want that? That's not normally what's done. That's not building regs. It's, yeah, so, but we were told to do it, so this is the problem, see, when it's kind of one person's word against another. But what we've got is, we had a lot of people on site at the time, and I actually rung him and said, you know, are you sure you want this? Because it's not normally what's done. But yeah, get back to the office now. Bip's cracking on getting the kitchen fitted over at Baskerville Road. Might have to nip up there and just give him a chuck with that. And then at some point we're going to need someone up on Wilmslow to make a start on the second fix, get the kitchen in, and then obviously once a good tidy up as well. We're going to have to get the floors scraped before we can do anything. Now back in the office and just running through a couple of invoices. Plasterer wants paying, he's finished obviously up at Wilmslow. I've addressed the issue with the floor scraping and stuff like that, so just trying to get him paid now. I've got a few other bits and bobs. I've got an email here off my accountant wanting to know where there's a payment for 5,778 quid gone out for VAT payment for my VAT return, but I can't find where it's come from. I've got a feeling that I paid it personally by accident, so it's come out of my own money, so that needs to be set under a director's loan account so as I can get that back. So, but yeah, just rushing through this now, trying to get that done. What else are we up to as well? So I think that's it, to be honest. But yeah, tomorrow we are heading to an event called Hillhead. So it's about agricultural and mining and kind of just diggers. If you like diggers, if you like crushers, if you like machinery, then it's the place to be. So quite a few of us are going. A couple of lads from the war rooms. Obviously there's a few YouTubers as well that I want to meet up with. Chris and Alex are going. So yeah, gonna go spend the day there, have a look around there, see what's what, try and get some content for you guys, and yeah. And I also forgot to say, I've just had a conversation with the estate agents that is selling Ford Green Road, and it's gone, sold. Yeah! So we had the offer at 175. We had an offer of 180, but the guy just didn't produce his proof of funds. I've got a feeling it's a saucer. So, yeah, honestly, pain in the arse sometimes. But yeah, we've had an offer anyway from someone that's got no chain. They've sold their property, but they've got no chain above them. That's in like conveyancing. I think it's been going. It's in for searches at the moment. So hopefully, should be quite a quick process on this sale. So accepted 5k lower than the asking price, but still a good deal for me. That means I can probably pull out around about 40 grand out of that deal that I had in it. So I'm just going to put it somewhere where it's going to make a better return. So that was my first ever buy-to-let property, which I'm really proud of. I've got a photograph up here on the wall of it because it's my first ever buy-to-let property that I had. I've had it about 3 years now. But when I refinanced, it was at the time when interest rates were not sky high, because I've known them be at like 14, 15% when I was younger, but it was at about 7% at the time. So it's just washing its face, you know what I mean? It's making money, but it's not making as much as other classes of investments that I could probably put my money into. So I'm going to pull that money out. I am actually, probably everyone's going to shout at me for doing this and saying don't do this with money from assets, but I'm going to use some of it on my own property. My own property, I've been in here 20 years and I keep putting off doing works on it because, you know, there's always something better. There's always an investment around the corner, and I'm just getting fucking sick of it, to be honest. Everyone gets their money and we never get any of ours. So me and the missus, we've decided a couple of weeks ago to do the kitchen, so some money will go towards that as well. I'm not going to go out buying new mountain bikes or anything like that, don't worry, but yeah, glad it's sold and that's a bit more money in the bank that we can use. Morning guys, it's now, I forget what day it is, it's actually Tuesday, so we're off over to Buxton this morning. So we're off to an event called Hillhead. So it's basically it's for machinery, basically, diggers, crushers, dumper, you know, all kinds of plant and machinery is on sale there. So it's not really the reason I'm going. Obviously, love machinery, love diggers. Not that much into crushers and stuff like that because I can't see us ever being able to do that kind of thing. I've seen so many people try and kind of fail with it, or not fail but really struggle, unless you got bags of money behind you. But yeah, interesting to go and see. But we're meeting up with Chris and Alex and a few of the other lads from the war rooms that we do on a Thursday night. So should be fun, get a bit of content, and I've been told there's quite a few YouTube creators that go there as well, so might be able to make some good contacts. Right, let's get over there now. It's about 30 to 40 minute drive depending on the traffic. I'll see you there. So I've managed to get here. It's took me 2 hours to do what's normally a 35-minute journey over to Buxton. Traffic's absolutely crazy. Just walking down because I don't fancy waiting for the buses because there's a massive queue. So I've struck down now. Hopefully meet up with a few people, see what's going on. So I'm here today over at Hillhead. We've got Andy from Westcott Construction.
Hello guys.
I spat that out into Westcott Construction. So Andy's on the, would you call it a mentorship?
Well, it's something,
bit of a group in it with Chris. We're waiting for Chris and Alex now. So just looking out over all the machinery. So what do you reckon, mate?
Yeah, I think it's very interesting.
You love your machines, don't you? So
yeah, you can spend a lot of money, yeah.
Yeah, I spend a lot of money.
Yeah, you have to find the work.
I can't because I haven't got the money to spend at the minute.
Yeah.
I need guys, not machines. So, just on the JCB stand, and look who we bumped into.
Yes, lad. How you doing?
Chris and Alex.
Yeah, we're in heaven.
So, this place is like a big toy shop for men, basically.
I was just saying before.
Sex shop.
Yeah, that's like a live sex show we've just watched there, isn't it? The JCB one.
Yeah,
Fair play
definitely.
to JCB. Unbelievable show. But yeah, it's like when you're young, I was just saying before, well, I always wanted a Scalextrics, right? And I didn't have one because we were poor. And I eventually got one. I remember running home from school. And this is what it's like. This is like real life Scalextrics.
Boys and the toys, eh?
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
100-gram machines.
Just need to sell my house now and I can have a new machine.
I know, it's great. Do you think these people just own loads of them as well? Unbelievable. Right, colours as well, black and yellow, Everytrade, I like it.
Everytrade colours, eh?
Yeah, good day, wasn't it, Rob, so far?
Yeah, spot on.
Boiling.
Yeah.
Trying to get Rob to break his sobriety and have a drink, but he don't drink. I said I wasn't drinking, I was here for like
2 seconds.
and then someone offered me a drink and I've had a pint already. I'm only playing football tonight. Yeah, we're going to try and get Rob into machines.
I've always been into machines, mate, but
You're just smart.
they're just
no point in having
expensive,
them.
aren't
Yeah,
they?
no point in having them.
So behind me at the minute, it looks like Chris and Alex are looking into buying a washer. Another thing for the yard. So yeah, this place is absolutely phenomenal. So like I've just said earlier, it's just a big playground for kids. For men rather. It's all the machinery behind me there, just working away. Just takes me back to being a youngster, being around my dad. Smart. Good morning, guys. It is now Wednesday and I am staying in this office today. Now, I was a bit of a pillock yesterday. I put sunscreen on first thing in the morning when I went over to Hillhead, but didn't take any with me and ended up looking like this. Yeah, so I woke up this morning feeling really groggy, feeling a little bit sick, headache, feeling a little bit dizzy as well. So I reckon I've got sunstroke. So stupid me, you know, I'm always telling the lads all the time, put your shirts on, make sure you've got sunscreen on. And then dickhead me goes and walks around all day in a big open space in a quarry. Look. My legs, my arms, my neck, everywhere where the sun got me. So, and it's stinging. So I was supposed to be doing the rounds today, getting around the jobs. So I've just done my rounds via telephone. Rung all the lads, just checked that everything's okay. Everything seems to be on track. And then I've also given that pep talk. Make sure you try and drink plenty of water, keep your shirts on, stay out the sun if you can. But yeah, it just shows you, doesn't it, how dangerous it can be. So we all think we're invincible. So my fault, but yeah. And then just had a phone call from Martin, who basically left a week or two ago. He's decided he wants to come back, so which is fine. Great joiner, you know what I mean, great tradesman. It won't be long now before he's gas safe registered, so we can add him alongside Bryn to our gas safe registration. Coming back, give him a little bit more incentive to stay this time. Just said that, look, I can't have you coming and going. It's not what this company's about. You know what I mean? I love the guy. I've known him for years. He's a great carpenter joiner. From what I can see, he's a pretty good plumber as well. So, but I need him to be here. So I said, Luke, what do you need? So we've agreed a little bit more of a better position for him. He's going to be basically a site manager and just manage whatever site I put him on. Yeah, and obviously reflect that on his pay a little bit. So, but glad he's coming back. I've also got another guy starting on Monday. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if everything goes well. Yeah, so we're on the move. We've got a couple of jobs come in, a couple of garage conversions that we priced for recently. They've been given the go ahead. Got also a couple of extensions that have pretty much been given the thumbs up, but still in with our architect. So things are moving forward quite nicely. Right guys, I have just received a letter from a planning consultant just to inform about some changes that have been made to the old planning procedure. So many of you'll be aware of what goes on when you put in for planning for a new build property, or you know what I mean, a change of use or something like our HMO conversion if it's full sui generis. And a lot of people rely on the appeals procedure because sometimes they forget to put things in, or you know what I mean, a lot of the time it will go to appeal, and that was when you would normally get a planning consultant involved to actually strengthen the actual application itself, and a lot of the time you would get it through under appeal. They've actually changing that from the 1st of April 2026, which is obviously gone. It's come to the point now whereas if you go in for appeal, what's it say here? Appeal, you can only submit the original application and no new evidence or technical reports or any amended plans can be introduced from that point. And there's quite a few things that you just can't do under the appeal no more. Third party representation and limited those at the appeal stage. You know what I mean? Limited to the people that you originally put in. What's another one? You no longer provide statements in cases to support your appeal, and the local planning authority. Where have I gone now? Local planning authority now get the right of response to your appeal. So basically, they're shutting down the appeals procedure pretty much for planning. So when the government said, I think it was late last year, that they were going to make the planning, you know what I mean, the old planning procedure easier so as we could build the 1.5 million houses that we needed. Absolute load of bollocks. They're actually making it harder. You know what I mean? They don't want us building. I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? They keep promising all of this stuff. It's making life difficult for the likes of us, you know, small developers, builders. The planning procedure is absolutely broken and needs looking at, and instead of making it easier, putting shit like this in place and making it harder. Afternoon guys, you'll have to excuse the noise. I've gone full industrial look. Have a look at this. Got the old DeWalt fan out. It's so hot. If you look at me, I'm probably not in office attire, am I? You know what I mean? Full wife beater on. I've got this fan absolutely blazing. I'm not sure if it's just blowing hot air around, to be honest. But it's got so hot in here today, it's untrue. I honestly really feel sorry for the lads, to the point where I've told them to go home. You know what I mean? I said, Luke, get yourself off. They've been working in it now for 2 days solid, so yeah. Right, I'm here now, just cracking on. We've got the war rooms tonight with Chris and Alex and the rest of the lads. I'm just hoping it cools down by then, because I just want to go and lie in the living room floor where we've got laminate flooring. I know it's cold in there. I just want to go and lie on it with nothing on. I don't know, we complain about constant rain, don't we? And then it gets too hot and we're like, oh, it's too hot for me.
There you go. Is it? I don't know. 320 plus?
But moving rips off, Al.
Yeah, 350, but we got fucking 2 batteries as well and 2 cups.
I'm working for the cups.
Yeah.
And he's going to give us some for free anyway.
Yeah, they're going to come and bill people.
Friday morning guys, up and out in the van. I'm on my way up to Wilmslow to meet up with all the lads. I've got them all on this one job today just to try and give it a bit of a shove. Got the front door that needs to be fitted, bit of drainage that needs finishing off. Quite a few little jobs like windows need ceilings, a bit of fascia board missing because there was a pigeon nesting. So just try and get all of those wiped off today. I'm just going up there just to check on and make sure everything's alright, make sure they all know what they're doing. Then I want to go and try and just check on Penkle New Road, because obviously we did that to repair to the roof and guttering last week, but it absolutely smashed it down last night. Although it's like tropical heat, for some reason we had some kind of tropical rainstorm last night. I heard it about 5 o'clock and thought, oh dear, I hope that's worked. So want to nip over there to check that, and then I need to get back because it's the 28th on a Sunday this week. The last thing I want to be doing is in the office doing the wages on a Sunday. So I want to try and get them all tied up, all done, so all I have to do Sunday is just press the button and send the money. Could possibly wait till Monday, to be honest. Normally we would make till Monday. Depends how much fuss the lads kick off about not being paid. So, but yeah, ideally don't want to be in that office on a Sunday. So let's get up there now, get back. I need to speak to Severn Trent as well regarding this water main for Baskerville Road. What else do we need to do? Oh yeah, there was some plumbing bits bought on our account from a place called City Plumbing, and the prices have never been checked. They've just been ordered, these bits. And I had a quick look while I was putting invoices in yesterday, and the cheeky twats kind of, yeah, they you know the little hinge clips that you get for plumbing, so they're like a little clip that screws to the wall with a hinged top on it. They're normally about 12, between 10 and 12 quid for a bag of 100. Charged us 60 quid for a bag of them. So, and then there was quite a few other items on there that were like ridiculously overcharged. So should have been checked when they were ordered, but obviously it never got checked. So luckily I check all of the invoices when I'm inputting them, which is why I like doing it. So need to contact them because they're not getting away with that, I'm sorry, but yeah, shouldn't have been allowed to get away with it in the first place. Should have been checked, but like I say, it wasn't. So no good crying over spilt milk, but it does pain me sometimes that these things aren't done. Right, let's get up there, get back to that office and try and get this day complete. One thing I am thankful for today is this aircon in here. So just arrived here at Wilmslow, lads are cracking on. Front door's being changed today. Tiles have been done on the front of the bay there, look quite nice. Yeah, just starting to look more like a house now.
Too often.
Now arrived over at Penkle New Road. Obviously it smashed it down last night. We did the repairs. Hopefully I go in there and it's all good. Not a repeat performance of what happened last time I went in there. Let's go have a look. So it all looks okay so far downstairs. It does look a lot drier than it did. Obviously we've had some really hot weather which has helped, but obviously there's no rain that's coming by the look of it, so that's a good thing. Let's go and have a look upstairs. So all looks dry up here as well. The carpet's now dried itself out. To be honest, how warm it is in here, I can see why that's happened, but we can actually see around the window as well. See where it's starting to dry. There are stains there from obviously from the water coming in. Bips replaced the actual skirting board. Just need Damo here now to skim that ceiling downstairs. We can basically get this rubbed up and filled, stain blocker put over the top of it, recorked and repainted, and then hopefully we should be good to go. And then another bit of good news is where we've put the stain blocker over the top of where it was damp in this room, from when we repaired the roof, it doesn't seem to have come back through. So we've got a little bit up there, but we haven't put any blocker over the top because I didn't have any ladders here at the time. So I'm hoping now we can basically get a decorator here, redecorate what needs redecorating, and then the furniture can go in and this one can be rented out. So bit of good news for once. A bit of drainage today. We've got original style stack coming down and through here, comes out the other side. We're going to chop here and past that knuckle, rubber connector, piece of plastic, rubber connector, and then this what's coming out is going to come round and into this entry point.
Nice bit of drainage.
Back in this office and it's bloody hot. Tell you what, it's hot outside, but sure it's hotter in here. We've got this bloody big fan still running. It's blowing everything everywhere, look. I've got my eyes slowly on the go. I am boiling, but I'm still not going to complain because after the amount of rain we've had, at least we can crack on and get something done. Although I have warned the lads that they need to try and keep out of the sun, drink plenty of water obviously, make sure they've got sun cream on. A few of them have got the tops off and I'm constantly telling them put the tops on, but you know what I mean, they're not nursery school kids, I can't physically put them on for them. So other than threatening to send them home, and then we won't get anything done. So it's like a bit of a, I do tell them and I want them to put the tops on. They've got sun cream on. It's just a little bit dangerous not having them on, although what's a thin bit of material going to do for lacerations and stuff like that, I don't know. But yeah, it's a difficult one, you know what I mean. By rights, they shouldn't really be out working in it full stop, you know, if we actually brought health and safety into it, but they want paying, so I can't pay them for sitting at home, unfortunately. But I need now to crack on and get these timesheets all sorted and verified so I can get the money paid to them, hopefully at some point, either today, failing that will be Monday, so, and they won't be happy about that. So, but that is a normal procedure, you know. Payday falls on a weekend, it's next working day, but I know they'll all be whinging, so let's crack on and try and get it done, eh?